going to give you a little demo. I'm going to talk to you really quickly about what I'm demoing here, and then we're going to have a little sample. I make rugula. Some of you, does anybody not know what rugula is? Good. A few years ago, I wanted to have a piece of rugula. I had a craving, so I said, where can I go? Let me run over to Boulevard Beaches. I had never tasted it before. So I ran over there, bought 2 pieces, spent almost $5, went home, made a cup of tea, and into this thing. This is not what I think pastry should be like. So I started to research it and practice. 5 years later, I'm making rugula now, and we're selling them through dinner in hand, but I've been making them for friends and family, and giving them away at Christmas. And I love to make them. I like to eat them, not too often. My family likes them. So what I want to share with you today is I'm going to show you how they're done. A lot of people have rugula that are in crescents. I prefer to make them in the roll so that they have a spiral in them and then they're cut. Rugula pastry is not low calorie. It is cream cheese, butter, sugar, flour, kosher salt, and vanilla. It's a beautiful thing. And it has to rest overnight. If you make it and try to work with it, you will not be able to. It's mushy and soft. It needs to rest overnight. So that pastry that goes in the fridge. So anyway, so the rugula, I only do 2 kinds. I use apricot preserves and I use raspberry. I know a lot of people go with chocolate, they go with a lot of different things. I like the classic, and my daughters, we like apricot. So when I make it for the house, we have apricot. Except for my youngest daughter likes just chocolate with no nuts and cinnamon. So once in a while, I'll indulge her and we'll put some chocolate in one roll, and she gets to eat all those. But she's a sweet little bean, so she can do it. Nice. It's going to be kind of hard for me to show you from here. I have 4 pieces of dough. I'm going to do one of them, and then I can have, if there's 3 people that haven't worked with any kind of pastry dough that want to come up and do it, I'll have you come up and do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get it set up. For those of you that haven't seen anything this thing done, basically it's done in a jar. You say nasty words, but this is the rugula dough. It really works quite nicely. My filling is, again, only good things. We have chopped walnuts, cinnamon, brown sugar, and a little bit of white sugar. And yellow raisins. I prefer yellow raisins to dark raisins. They're a little tart, they're not as sweet, and they have kind of like a little sour tart edge to them. So I think they're a really nice balance with the sugar and the sweet apricot preserves. So my apricot preserves, because they tend to come chunky when you buy them, I do not make my apricot preserves as of yet. I put them through the blender. Kendra laughs because she came over on New Year's Day and I was using my new pasta machine, so I had spinach lasagna drying all over my kitchen on Swiffer mops, and because I didn't have a drying rack, so I had poles lined up on my kitchen with all my lasagna noodles, and she was walking her way through and she said, "You are crazy." I said, "No, it's okay." It's okay. So anyway, I'm going to give you a demo of this. The first thing that goes on the pastry is the apricot preserves. Not that much.
What brand?
I'm sorry?
What brand?
I like Polaner. It's not bad. You can use basically Polaner because they don't put sugar in it. They sweeten with just fruit juice, which I like. I don't need added sugar because I can't control the sweetness then. You can use an imported brand. Just read your ingredients. Try to use something that is basically just fruit. That's what I tried to do. It's sweetened with fruit juice. I will show you kind of what this looks like. I can tilt this up without it falling. It's a very small amount of jam that's spread on there. It does melt and it does ooze out. You don't want a jelly roll. You just want a hint of what's, a flavor in there. You can also see that I leave a seam here, because when I roll it, I want it to overlap and seal on itself without having everything crumble out. if you understand what I'm saying. When you see me sprinkle this on, you'll understand why. Yes, I'm using my bare hands. It will be cooked. I washed my hands. So basically, it's going to get sprinkled on the mixture.
If you can't see,
if you want to come up, I can't tilt this too well, unfortunately. It goes right to the edge, basically, and I look at it to make sure it's nice and even. I want every bite to have nuts, sugar. I want it to be balanced. Every bite should be good. So then what you do is, if you can still see without everything crumbling, I have my mixture in, I have my leftover area, and I start to roll. I gently take this, tuck it in, so it starts, the parchment peels right off, and I roll it over again. And as you're rolling, you're tucking. You're using your fingers as tools, and you're tucking in. You want to keep it nice and tight. You're rolling it again, you pull your parchment back. Trust me, the first time I did this, like when you watch people on the Food Network, they whip this stuff around like, that's so easy. They've done it a lot. They've done it 50 times, 60 times. Trust me, the first time I did this, I had nuts and raisins going all over.
Is there any particular chef on the Food Network that you like the most?
Oh, I don't want to comment too much. I get a kick out of the shows. I think they're fun. If anybody I like, I can tell you what I don't like. I think they're obnoxious. Some of the people, they're just, it's beyond cooking at this point. They're just into themselves and talking, and then they make some okay things. You know.
Yeah. Is there anyone that you could tell is a very good chef?
Mario Batali is a very good chef.
How about
Jamie
Ian
Oliver, the English chef, he's very good.
What's his name?
Jamie Oliver. He's British.
He's sort of entertaining.
Well, he is. He's very silly. He's very fun. He's very playful. But he can cook. I mean, I've never tasted his food, but watching the program, I think Bobby Flay is very good. But a lot of people get very commercial and they become superstars. And I don't know, I wonder if they don't lose some of their passion. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Anyway, okay, back to the we'll go rolling. All right.
Did the raisins go in already?
Oh, they're in. The mixture, it's already in. I mix everything together. There's a term which you may have seen. It's a French term. You probably don't see it in most cookbooks, but it's called mise en place, which is everything in place. There's two meanings for that. There's a mental, where you get yourself ready, and mise en place, where you're focused mentally on what you're doing, and then physical, which is your pastry, your filling, if you're baking, you know, your meat, whatever you're cooking with it, you have everything in front of you, so that as you look for your recipe, you have things here. There's nothing worse than making something and having an ingredient going, ooh, where is this supposed to go? I didn't put it in someplace. You know, so that's where you get your mental mise en place, when you're ready and you're focused on what you're doing. All right, the final roll, as you can see at the end, is really not much there. It's just going to be the dough. So it's going to roll onto itself, and that's it. So what I do is I seal the ends up. Again, this is a very malleable dough. It's great. It's like Play-Doh. It seals right to itself. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to put things on it. And then what I do is it's pulled. I gently squeeze it together and stretch it and pull it out so that it's going to line up on this pan. So it's going to go from end to end. This way I know my rolls are consistent. And also what this does is push the filling into the roll, so it makes it very tight, so you don't have something that opens up. It's a tight seal, a spiral of your nuts, your fruit, and your pastry. So it's going to come out all the way to the end. I just keep stretching. It does not pull apart. It works very well. How are we doing that time?